20 miles west of downtown Dallas, one of the league's grand settings, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The motion man is Johnson. Murray now going to throw to open. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Murray now on second down. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Here's the third-year man, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll bring this inside the 30, a gain of about 5. Once again, it's Pacheco. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. Metcalf, left side. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. That is a gain of 20. And what a chance now. First and goal coming up.
Hey, take 26. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Off the play fake, Rodgers. That's right side, taken in by Tremble. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10. Throwing, Rodgers. That is caught by the tight end. Will Disley. Touchdown, Dallas. That his first touchdown of the new year. The tight end using the middle of the field. I got a tight end next to me who's caught 60 NFL touchdowns, knows how to operate down in those spaces.
And that was my favorite place to operate, Mike. I always had this rule, the closer you got to the middle of the field, the worse they got at defending the pass. So that's where I wanted to work, and that's where this guy was working and leads himself to a touchdown.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First down throw for Murray. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Zerline's kick, up and good. And the Ravens will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Take 30. Go to 50.
The tight end going in motion to the left. A-Rod now to throw on 1st down. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A give here to Pacheco. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Here's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. That is Zach Sealer getting in there to bring him down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
26.
They're indeed going. It's Rodgers. Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs.
So the message this coach is sending to his huddle is very clear. It's, hey, guys, I got all the confidence in the world. We're going to be aggressive all day. We're not afraid to fail. We are going to try to score on every possession. And as a player, you can't help but love it.
On 1st down, Murray. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. 3rd and a yard. We'll try and run right on the option. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. It gets them down to the 6.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
And he's going the wrong way. Dropped back at the 7.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. Now Murray keeping it himself. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
And you could tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
Last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Murray. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Zerline's kick is good. And the Ravens will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Complete. Metcalf with the grab. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. It's the Ravens out front. We're back to Arlington in a moment. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. A handoff to Pacheco. Room up the sideline at the 45. On the handoff, this is Pacheco. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
3rd and long. Slayton is the man in motion.
Inside. Hey, 88. Hey, Mike.
Third and long for Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and a mile.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Murray. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but instead, after 1st down, they find themselves in 2nd and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
Now a 2nd down throw for Murray. He'll take a shot downfield for Kelsey. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Travis Kelsey, the intended target. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Murray will throw. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
3rd and real long. This is where your defensive line has to come to life. They decided to keep extra blockers in the backfield, but it didn't matter. They were able to bring him down for a sack and brings up 4th down.
And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Slayton is the man in motion. The master of play action, Rodgers. Now he's loose at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A huge play for Dallas. 32 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
That would qualify as an angry run. Powering his way forward. A pickup of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Back north.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with protection. And he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for Cowboys. First and 10.
Now Rodgers. Throwing it out wide, and Metcalf has it. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half of a 3-point game. Greg and I, back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal. Here's Pacheco. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. And he is going the wrong way, tackled back at the 7. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain 1 additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
Line of scrimmage back at the 7 for 3rd and goal.
Hey, take 26. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he'll take it on in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Cowboys. Now Aubrey for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Cowboys are on top. It's 14-10. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Murray. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that 2nd foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver. All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Second down, Murray. He'll swing this out to Swift. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Now a 3rd and 2. They'll send a tight end in motion. 3rd and 2. Now Murray. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple.
Swim. Come on. Green. Two.
They'll try and throw for it with Murray. And he's going to pick up the first down. He was short when he caught it, but knew exactly where he needed to get to. Gets there and keeps the drive alive. Throwing again is Murray. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They put Wilson in motion. From the shotgun, it's Murray. He gets this complete to Michael Wilson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21. Working out of the gun, Murray. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Third and goal.
Come on.
Murray looking to throw. He's got his big tight end. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Ravens. Now Zerline for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Ravens move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Cowboys 14.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Three points, all that separates these two sides, has half number 2. Kicks off. This going to be returned from right around the goal line. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And a short pickup past the 25.
He was brought down at the 26. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Hey, tick 26.
They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Cowboys.
And the Cowboys, 1st down.
They'll motion over Metcalf.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Play fake. It's Rodgers. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. And he will go all the way. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, Dallas. Aubrey, good with the extra point. The Cowboys move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First down throw for Murray. It's caught. That's Deontay Johnson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. The motion man is Johnson. They go play action for Murray. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Play action now. It's Murray. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Third and 9. They put Wilson in motion. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. Third down and 9. To throw again is Murray. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by DJ Turner.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up second and
Slayton is the man in motion.
47-yard line.
They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at third down.
26. Inside.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Open man, that's Slayton. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Get 300. Get 300. Yeah, this. Back north. Hey, take 26.
Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and
Go to
6.
50. Hey, you block over here. Jump out. Take 30. Go to 50. 26.
Here's Rodgers. He gets this one complete to Reynolds. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
88.
Rodgers now. He'll let this go towards the end zone. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Hey, Mike.
Off the play fake, Rodgers. He's got it at the 7, and he'll be taken down. Ball sitting at the 7, 1st and goal.
That's another Cowboy.
Get 300.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Tommy Tremble. Touchdown, Cowboys. Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cowboys will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. The motion man is Johnson. They'll throw on 1st down with Murray. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. Throwing now, Murray on 1st down. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Now a 2nd down throw from Murray. Now a shot here, deep middle. That is caught. What a throw. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Baltimore. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Out of the gun, it's Murray. That is knocked away. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This will be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. A 1st down throw from Rodgers. This one taken in by Chenault. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Hey, take 26. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now Rodgers. He'll get this complete to Pacheco. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
Jump out!
Play action now with Rodgers. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. 14 yards on that pass play there. That's good for a Dallas first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Reynolds is the motion man here. A run. It's Pacheco. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
On the carry, it's Pacheco. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back.
Hey, 88. 630. 150. 26. Inside.
From the gun, Rodgers. There is his tight end, Disley. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. That's the second time they found him on this drive, and this one's good for 24 yards. Here's Pacheco. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremy Chin.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
On first down, Murray. A short one caught by Kelsey. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Here is 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, Murray. He'll air it out. Deep for Wilson. That is caught. It's a big play when they needed it the most. It covers 51 yards. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Swift. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd down. A run with Swift. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second. They'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. The offense having a tough time with this noise. It's 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Now, 1st and goal. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. And will stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. Now here's 2nd and goal. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll try to run with Swift. And he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he may have come back a little bit. And now it is 3rd and goal.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration. And that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
This crowd doing everything they can before 3rd and goal. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Here we go. One final play. And this is going to be a touchdown. What a finish. They win it on the final play. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.
7. Bust a bus. Hot. Check it out. Hit you with no delay into what you saying, yo. Silly with your ice, grilly with the dilly, yo. When I be on the mic, yes, I do my duty, yo. While up in the club like we while in the studio. You know when to violate, baby, really and truly, yo. My main thug, villain ain't Julio, he moody, yo. Type of brother that'll with the real shook, scared to death, act, yo. X that, look at shorty, she a little cutie, yo. The way she make me wanna get all in the, yo. Top mistress of the videos. While I'm with my freak like we up in the freak shows. Hit you with the, make you feel it all in your toes. Hot, got all my people in red clothes. Metaphors when I formulate my flows. If you don't know, you're messing with lyrical player pros.
Do
like
you really
that.
wanna party with me? Let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck violent in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck violent in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me,
Ain't God we trust. Yo, it's a must that you heard of us. Yo, we murder us. A lot of people is wondering and they curious. I mean, in my unit deal with it so mysterious. Furious, all of my people is serious. Shook others be walking around fearing us. Front, baby, like you don't wanna be hearing us. Gotta listen to Harry, he'll be playing us. 30 times.